Yo, what's up everyone? It's LOZA. We're looking at my Blue Eyes PRIMITE deck. You can take it into ranked and win some fat games. We're playing a bunch of going second cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 going second / hand trap cards. You really do love to see it. Blue Eyes is going to be dominating going second, outing your opponent's board or stopping them from playing and then summoning their own cards. Let's talk about our starters to get going. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 starters. So if we look at the mathematics calculator here for the deck probability, we're going to see in 40 cards, we'd have an 86% chance of opening a 1-card starter if we got 15. We've bumped it up to 47 cards, and you'll notice our probability only drops down 3% to that 83%. Like, that is so fine. Like, that's great. And the reason why this is great is because we lose 3% consistency. Whoop-de-doo. We are burying the bricks. And the bricks I'm talking about, you don't want to open your Blue Eyes. You play 2, but you don't want to open them, guys. That's why we're playing 2. Hopefully we don't see them, but it's enough to get your engine going. Jet, you never want to see Jet. You want to be able to summon it off other stuff. We don't want to see it. So we're burying the Jet. We're burying the 2 vanilla bricks. We're burying the Majesty. We're burying Mausoleum, we're burying Roar, we're burying Drill Beam, right? Actually, opening some of these can be okay, but a lot of the time you don't want to see these, right? You'd rather just see a bunch of 1-card starters and some hand traps, which is, you know, simple deck math. Why we're playing Lordly Loaded 3, Nibiru at 3, Ash at 3, we want to see them, and the cards we're playing at 1, we don't want to see. Of course, the Bestials here, they're all at 1, but they're all serving the same role, essentially, being a hand trap, right? So while these are 3 different cards, they're essentially the same slot. So don't get confused by that, because I know that might be a bit weird for some people who don't really use Bestials or hand traps enough. There is one droll, I will admit, there is one random droll, and it's mainly here as a cross-out target, but it's also just here because sometimes it's good. But with Max C being so relevant, it can be so bad as well, because you normally want to get draws off Max C, and you don't want to droll your opponent, because then you can't draw off Max C yourself. But sometimes droll very good. So yeah, it's probably the weirdest card in here, and of course you can just take it out. But I like having the one droll just in case. It's sometimes clutch. But anyway, the rest of the deck is really solid, really consistent, right? Ghost Ogre is really good in the mirror. You'll be able to slap someone's True Light off the field, say GG, no re. Apart from that, we've just got all the anti-hand trap cards. So we've got Called By, Cross Out, and Tactics, just to say, hey, let my plays go through, or I'm going to, you know, draw 2, or I'm going to banish some stuff and play anyway. So just allowing Wishes to resolve or allowing Sage to resolve is just so good in this deck. Same with Beryl. Beryl's now the best normal summon in this deck. Sorry, Neo Kaiser Seahorse, you've you know, taken up the ranks. Farewell to Neo Kaiser Seahorse. Give him a big wave. Farewell, my gamer. Extra deck is absolutely cracked. These 2 fusions are crazy because you can either summon them off Raw, or you just contact fuse thanks to Wishes, attaching the Neo to your vanilla Blue Eyes. You just contact out into this, bam, 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 smack your opponent with it, set a trap. You can even set True Light, you can set Majesty, set Imperm, so you can even set the Dominance cards. That's actually another really good trap you could play. So if you happen to pick up the Dominance cards, they're really good here. So I've only got 1 Impulse. Oh, is this the one you don't want to play? Oh, I'm wrong. This is the one that looks out a light effect. Sorry, other one. You want to play Purge. This one's good because it looks out a Dark Water Fire effects. That's fine. I don't think anything here is that. Let me just do a quick check. Oh, I lied. Typhon is dark. But outside of that, you're pretty good to go, right? So that's pretty cool. Access code's also dark, so just look out for that. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good. We've got a bunch of hand traps. We've got a bunch of going second, Unga Bunga cards. We've got a bunch of starters. This is the best anime deck right now, guys. I'm going to say it. I love Dark Magician. You guys know me. Dark Magician is my favorite deck, and I've got so many beautiful Dark Magician cards here. You love to see it, but it's just not doing anything right now, and Primite in Dark Magician doesn't do enough in my opinion, but you can just make Anaconda summon Dragoon, and that's probably the best thing you can do in Dark Magician right now. Even with the Primite engine, just like Turbo out Dragoon is probably still the best thing Dark Magician can do, which, like, it does suck because it's very linear and there's not really other things to do, and you got to play Red Eyes Brick and it's bad. But anyway, coming back to Blue Eyes, this feels like how Dark Magician should be, which is really funny, because Blue Eyes, we all know Blue Eyes has more stats than Dark Magician, and obviously this isn't Season 1 where that should matter anymore. This isn't like, you know, the start of the game where stats matter and you can just flop out your vanillas for free. But the dilemma is, Blue Eyes has always been stronger because Dark Magician is meant to overcome Blue Eyes with spells and traps, right? Ultimate Wizard of Attack and Defense. But if you read a card like Soul Servant compared to a card like Wishes, you're like, Why is the Spellcaster deck, like, why is I have Tomas unsearchable? Why does Salvation suck? Why does Circle suck? Like, they're the top 3 spells, the ultra rare, super rare spells of Dark Magician. They don't do anything. Like, what are you talking about? In Blue Eyes, I can go Wishes, discard 1, absolutely pop off because I get Sage and I get a Spell Trap. I get to go ham. I can normal summon Sage, which gets me Maiden, and Maiden gets me True Light face up on my field. Hold up. Does Eternal Soul have an equivalent? No, it does not. Eternal Soul cannot be face up turn 1 unless you do some absolutely janky combo with Dark Magicians to get it there. But that's going to be like a 4-card combo, whereas this is a literal 1-card combo. Sage, get Maiden. Maiden, get True Light. True Light, flip up. True Light sets a card. You can set Raw, summon Blue Eyes, summon Maiden out, Synchro into Spirit. It's that easy, guys. Blue Eyes has so many 1-card combos. It's just that insane. Blue Eyes has a Link 1. This is something that we need. Link 1s are just pivotal to being a relevant deck. The Link 1 that gets the field spell. It is literally the meme. The Link 1 that gets the field spell. Here it is. Mausoleum, not a good field spell. Let me just say, terrible field spell. However, it's very, very searchable now, which makes it a great one-of. This is kind of a case for Salvation. Salvation, terrible field spell. If we could search it off a Link 1, maybe it becomes better. Perhaps. But right now, Salvation's Dog Water and Mausoleum slightly better because it's actually like a Foolish Burial. You target a monster, you mill a Vanilla, which means, you know, this card sets up itself to summon out of Vanilla, which means if you have Maiden engraved, you now can make a sync. It's kind of insane. Everything here synergizes so well, and end of the day, you could just make spheres. There's no Spellcaster Link 2 in Dark Magician where you just go, oh well, my turn went to shit, I'm just gonna summon Spheres Pass. There's no like Spellcaster equivalent to Spheres Pass. This card is ridiculously good. It can float into a Bestial, and I haven't touched on how broken the Bestials are. Not only is Dragon one of the best types in Yu-Gi-Oh! In general, have a look at Dragon Link, Dragon Rules, other Dragon decks of the past. Dragon's always been generically very, very good, always had solid cards. Phantasme is a great hand trap dragon, for example. Why are there hand trap DD Crow monsters with bodies, with legs that search in the end phase? Yes, it's an end phase search, but it's still insane that I'll go, hey, I want to summon my Dark Magician from the grave. They'll go, nope, I chain Magnemite, banish your Dark Magician, I summon this as a body, and in the end phase, I'm going to search a dragon. What? Why? What? Okay, well, this card should be banned low-key. That's my hot take. And Druid Worm is at 1 now on the TCG list, which I think is good. I still think both of these cards probably shouldn't exist. Boldrake is a little more balanced because he kind of needs another card on the field to tribute to then negate a summon, but that effect is really good still. But I think he's probably the most balanced of them all. These guys are very overtuned, and in a similar realm to the Kashtira monsters like Unicorn and Fenrir, where it's like, who printed these cards? Like, Ogre is fine, right? Kashtira Ogre, no one cares about Kashtira Ogre, right? I'm having a LOZA moment typing. But like Kashtira Ogre, no one cares about this card. He's got the big stats, but no one gives a crap because he sets a trap and like, yeah, whoop-de-doo, no one cares. Unicorn, why is this card so generically good? Fenrir, why is this card so, like, why are these cards at 2-1, guys? It's not because, you know, Cash is the best deck. It's because they're played in every other deck. It's very annoying, very frustrating, very, very silly card design. And Bestials are kind of in that same vein where they're just so generically good. And like, oh no, they're only good against Dark and Light decks. That's the entire game of Yu-Gi-Oh, guys. Congratulations. And while Blue Eyes is meta relevant, you play these because 1, they're dragons, 2, everyone's playing light and dark monsters. Like, there's no reason ever not to play these. And like, Dark Magician's already the worst deck ever. Like, Dark Magician's sitting down at tier 47. And for some reason, Konami released a hand trap dragon that literally just shits on Dark Magician even more. It's just insane to me. Like, this deck is already biting the dust. If your Dark Magician gets banished, there's no way to recur it. Which, let me remind you, Raw with the Blue-Eyed Dragon, special in defense of Blue Eyes from deck, grave, or banishment. You guys seen this? Banishment? How do we not have a way to summon Dark Magician from the Banish Zone? It's insane. Absolutely insane. Branded cards can go to the Banish Zone and come back, and they can fuse and grab them back and all that stuff. We still don't have a way to do that in Archetype, in Engine. It's very cringe. It's very disgusting. I hate it. Thanks, Konami. Make DM good. Make DM great. Give us more ways to interact with Banish. Give us Link 1. Give us all the Blue Eyes treatment, to be honest. But until then, guys, you gotta give Blue Eyes a try. It honestly is the anime deck to play. It's just good. I don't know what to say other than it's got bigger stats than DM. It's got bigger attack. It's got bigger attack power plays. Your going second ability is so much better than Dark Magician as well, purely because of the card design. The cards just work better going second because they have big ass stats on them. we're not going to mention the normal summon being way better than Rod. This card just being insane and existing. The fact that the Primite engine fits so well in here, so snug, because you can link a barrel into Mausoleum after you get Lordly Load and get your drill beam set on the field. You can just go and get Mausoleum after that and mill a Blue Eyes. So one barrel essentially generates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards worth of advantage off one freaking barrel, and we're playing 3 barrel and 3 load, and load gets your barrel and barrel gets your load. So you see the synergy, like everything just works. Now obviously you can play Beryl and the Primite engine in Dark Magician, but let me tell you, it's nowhere near as good because it just simply isn't, right? You still can play the links in Dark Magician. You can still play Spirit, you can still play Mausoleum to get those vanillas in the grave, absolutely, because luckily Mausoleum says send a normal monster. It doesn't actually specify Blue Eyes. You can send one, sorry, where is it? You can send a normal monster from hand deck to grave, so you can still send Dark Magician off Mausoleum, which is fantastic. The dilemma is, it's just not as good, right? It's just not as good in Dark Magician because the Dark Magician extenders aren't good, and because in this deck, Beryl gets you to Mausoleum, so if you open your Sage, you can now normal summon your Sage as your additional normal summon. It's like you get 2 normal summons a turn, and it's really good. If we could, you know, go into Beryl, go through the Beryl lines of play, and then get to Magician's Rod and normal Magician's Rod, maybe it would be better. Maybe that's a direction they could go with moving forward for the Dark Magician deck to support, you know, the Primite intertwining there. But who knows if that will ever happen. But yeah, let's just focus on Blue Eyes for now, because honestly, guys, Dark Magician is in the dust, Dark Magician is in the dirt, Dark Magician's eating a potato in the corner, while Blue Eyes is up on stage, absolutely dominating the format. Primite Blue Eyes, it got even better in the TCG and the OCG, dare I say, because the other decks are getting brought down by the ban list. OCG does have all those new decks coming out too that are insane. The little cute deck, I forget its name, the Synchro deck. It's very good. There's lots of really good decks coming up, but most of all, this is an anime favorite deck that is just so good. And I've said it once and I'll say it again. These decks with vanillas, like Dark Magician, like Red Eyes, all those decks, we need this treatment because our vanillas are bad. If Konami wants us to play vanillas in our deck, I understand they're the originals. You want them in the deck, that makes sense. You need to cut all the crap then. We can't be playing cards like Salvation and Eye of Timaeus, like these unsearchable or just unusable trashy cards. We can't be playing shit like Mahad and Mana, okay? It's just not gonna fly. We can't be like flipping Navigation, trying to summon Magician's Robe or Magician of Dark Illusion. No, 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 no. We need cards like Normal Summon Sage. Oh, I went and got Maiden. Oh yeah, Maiden's gonna go and get True Light. Oh, True Light's activated on the field turn 1, even though it's a trap, even though we're a Dragon deck and not a Spellcaster deck. That should probably be able to do this. Now you're gonna be able to use True Light to set a spell trap. Yes, did I stutter? Set a spell trap from your deck that lists Blue Eyes that's not in your grave. So it's funny because the Blue Eyes deck has better access to their spells and traps than Dark Magician, and their spells and traps are better. So True Light can go ahead and go get you Wishes to set, and then Wishes can obviously help you pop off. You can literally just search a hand trap off Wishes or off your Sage if you do open your Maiden. So even if you open Sage and Maiden and you think, oh no, like I opened the card that Sage is meant to search. Oh well, go get a freaking hand trap. How good is that? It literally suffering from success over here with Sage. It's just a victory royale no matter what. And then, you know, top it off with literally any other hand trap, and you're just in there, right? You've at least got Effect Vela and something else. So I really do think this deck is just ridiculous. The synergy it has with Vela, the synergy it has with Primite, the synergy it has with Bystials, like, just everything, man. This deck is just insane. I recommend you play it. Try my build. Let me know what your build is in the comments. But long story short, Dark Magician dead until we get that new boy. Blue Eyes best deck. I'll catch you guys next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I'm going on holiday, so I don't know if I'll upload in a while. Or maybe I'll upload some weird video on holiday. That'll be me playing Master Duel on my phone. Oh shit, there goes my phone. Speaking of it. Alright, catch you guys later. Peace.